Cheers. Now we have Alberta beer. Went from BC to Alberta.
Exactly.
Big Rock. No, this is the Alley Cat. That's Big Rock. Amazing Race Canada,
Season
episode
6,
episodes 4 and 5. And
Gord Wayne.
before we get started, we must comment about the confirmation of season 7 on Twitter by Mark. Thanks, Mark. Good job.
Yeah.
That was prodded by me and my Twitter annoying personality.
Yeah, well, you know, all he's going to do is get the backing for it.
Yeah, it's true. He needs CTV to do. I know he probably wants to do one, but CTV has to go like, okay.
Yeah,
but if they do season 7, remember you heard it here first from Gord and Wayne.
That's right, and hopefully we'll be running it.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna lose weight, Mark. Don't worry.
I don't have to lose weight.
You don't have to lose weight. Like he's watching this as if he's got more important things to do with his life.
He has minions who watch this. And then say, Gord and Wayne are complaining again.
He has minions who have minions who watch this. Or they have who have an intern whose job is to watch this and file a report that is put in a desk in a file cabinet and never opened again.
Gord and Wayne, no. That could explain a lot. Oh, well. We'll just keep trying.
Keep trying. So, all right, we're doing
Leg
2
4.
episodes. Leg 4, Vancouver to Jakarta.
Jakarta, Indonesia.
Right.
So, take a flight from Vancouver to Jakarta.
They went through Tokyo, and they had to get there and sign up for a dance.
Sign up to watch a dance.
You know, they always do something like that. You know, it's sort of
that was lame.
Zen.
It's like watch some guy do a dance in a costume, and then here's your clue.
Yeah, they do that sometimes. Sometimes sort of ceremony. They do that. They have a Buddhist ceremony to calm people down.
Honestly, lamest ceremony I've ever seen.
The Indonesians are going to just go after him.
You know what? I would love to see more of it, but I'm sure there was more things they could have done than watching. The next thing, that's right, they have to gather up all these durians. Go away, Mr. Wasp.
That's why we're here, because he has wasp at his house. But
giant wasp nest at my house, small wasp nest is his. Yeah. Great. So if I get stung and die, it's on camera, everybody will know. You didn't kill me.
You never know.
So the durians are about like this size. It's like a rugby ball, almost the size of a
spiky rugby ball.
Like a spiky rugby ball. That's basically it, man. And they've got to take them from the dock and across this 2 or 3 beam wide bridge over onto a boat and fill a crate.
That's all right. It's nothing too exciting. It's spiky. Everybody takes time.
They got scratches. They got
scratches.
Teeth
get lost.
A few of them were smart enough to carry a few things in their shirts, but I'm willing to bet that they probably put a lot of holes in their shirts too.
Holy shirts.
Yeah. Why don't you just take the shirt and turn it into a sack? Take the shirt off, take it into a sack, and carry the whole thing.
Oh, you don't want to see that. You don't want to see that. The glow off.
No, it's not really an 8-pack, is it? Or even a 12-pack.
It's a 2-4.
It's a 12-pack. This.
So they finish the thing, and then it's the double U-turn.
Double U-turn.
The blind
double
U-turn. So this is the first time for Amazing Race Canada. They've never done blind. And this is so the heroes can U-turn people without the other racers knowing.
Yeah, and of course the first couple of hero teams did not U-turn anybody.
No, of course not.
Because they're heroes.
Heroes. Well, we did. Might just U-turn something just for fun. Just for something to do. To take away the U-turn from someone else.
I would have U-turned if we were the first people there, we would have U-turned somebody.
Yeah,
the next strongest team.
Oh yeah.
Why are we U-turning the weaker team?
Yeah, that's true. Which
I mean, one of the teams that got U-turned was a stronger team.
Todd and Anna, yeah.
Todd and Anna were U-turned, and they're a very good team. They've been in the top 3 every leg.
Team Navy U-turned them, which was a good move. Probably the best move so far by them.
Yeah, because they're kind of a weaker team. Yeah. No, they're doing better.
They're doing better. But then the elite athletes, Melissa and Nancy, U-turn Martina and Phil, which...
Why?
I know there's some stronger teams ahead of them, but you got stronger teams behind you. But Martina and Phil, I mean, they have something about them, but I wouldn't say they're one of the strongest teams.
I wouldn't see them as a strong team, but I like them as a team.
It's not a team I would U-turn.
No, I wouldn't U-turn them. I like them as a team. I think they're a lot of fun to watch.
Nancy, I would U-turn instantly because she's tough. She's really tough.
Yeah.
I mean, I like her competitiveness, but I didn't. Her choices in U-turning teams.
It was an odd choice. The Martina and Phil one was really. Detours are Ular, which is clean a snake. So you get this crate, you open this crate, and whatever snake's inside, you get to completely
clean the snake. Interesting. Clean the snake.
Climb
snake. The log, catch the beaver, clean the snake.
We're right back there again.
I just figured that
And
out.
not only that, is after you've cleaned the snake, then you get leached. Or, as we like to say, sucked.
That's the part of the task.
Who writes this stuff, right?
That's the part of the task that would bother me.
Attaching a leech to? Yeah, that's kind of weird.
I
mean, I've had leeches on me before, but
so
not by choice.
Not by choice. And as I said in my blog, I have this childhood memory of my dad taking his cigarette and burning it off.
Well, that's the thing.
That's how they used to get it off.
They never showed how they got the leeches off.
They get them. There's
just kind of peel them off?
I think just sort of peel them off.
Yeah.
I think a lot of teams thought the cleaning the snakes one were easier. That's why most teams, except for the ones that were U-turned, did the
one. Even the ones cleaning the snakes, they didn't seem to have much of a problem with the snake cleaning per se.
No.
It was more that most of them had a problem with the leeches.
Yeah.
And they have to be on you for 5 minutes.
It's not so bad.
And in theory, they only take out the bad blood.
Yeah.
How does it know?
The leeches, they know.
Higher learning for leeches?
Something about that.
I don't know.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
You've been working too hard. Anyway, all the teams get done.
Zippity-doo-dah-day.
Even they get done the U-turns, the detours at the same time. They're crossing each other as they go by.
Yep.
Todd and Anna and Martina and Phil. And they show up to, everybody has to go to this theater. Would have to be handy. And they think it's some sort of construction task.
But it's not a construction task. It's some sort of a hand and dance thing. All choreography.
I'm tired of it. I'm going to get worse as we go along.
Yeah, probably.
Because that's the second choreography task so far. And leg 4.
Yeah.
That's 2 dance tasks.
It's an interesting dance. A lot of moves, though. It's like this, and this, and this, and this, and this.
Come up with, it's the same thing. Can we come up with different tasks besides, let's go somewhere and do other things, and then do some choreography?
There's got to be something different there. There's got to be a reason to go there other than the dance.
I like this leg.
It was a fun leg.
It was a fun leg, but this for me was the weakest part of the leg. It's like another choreography task. And there was a bit of drama. Oh, who will get done first? But that's always with these choreography legs. Yeah. So,
race to the pit stop. Where was the pit stop?
The big monument in the center of town.
That's right. It's been a week, man.
I know. It's been a week. So, and Leanna Marr, team number 1, because choreography, so they knew choreography, so they got through faster.
They did very quick.
And Todd and Anna, surprisingly,
we're eliminated.
We're gone. The strong team gone, but that's what you do with a U-turn. You use it to get rid of a strong team, and that's one strong team.
And that was a good use of a U-turn.
Excellent.
Was using it on Todd and Anna. I mean, you're aiming for a strong team. That's what you want to do with your U-turn. You don't want to take out a weak team. Although the weak team, the interesting thing about leg 4 is that everything seemed to flip. A lot of the weak teams seem to move up, and a lot of the stronger teams seem to move down.
Well, it depends on how you define strong and weak. I mean, the teams that were more at the top in these last few legs
have now dropped down.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, so there's been some shuffling, which is good. And it was a good, a good leg.
I enjoyed that leg. It was good. Yeah. Now we go to
and of course,
leg 5.
Moving on to leg 5.
They have to find the equinox, which then they had to find the factory that made them, and there's 4 different factories. 3 teams went to the right one, and the other teams went to the wrong one, but it really made no difference because it was not open till 9.
It wasn't open till later, and you had to sign up and then wait for
it. It was a neat trick with the clue, interesting wordplay that messed some teams up, but in the end, it made no difference. They just had to drive another couple hours and then sign up, and
they all end up 5-minute intervals. Everybody's going in.
I mean, it would have been like they actually got into the plant and they were like 2-3 hours behind.
Yeah,
that would have been something. But if it just shows up,
it was basically just a leveler. And you've got to watch some guy do a 19-step assembly project on the front door of an Equinox, and then repeat it.
Yeah, you just got to, because they also had the steps there. So you just had to follow the steps. And
some people did it quick, some people did not.
Like Martina said, it's like a recipe. You got to follow the steps. You don't follow the steps, you mess up. And some teams missed a couple steps, and they kept trying again and missed the same steps.
I was watching when I was watching the part where one of the girls said that she says it's this way and you can't do that and this, and she's describing, I think, the colors of the bolts or something. And then she said, we're going to go back and look. And meanwhile, the judge is standing there and she's going,
I love the judge. The judge was the best part of that whole thing. The look on her face going like,
that was, no, that's not it.
The judge, she was great.
That was great.
She should be on next year, the judge.
Yeah.
So, but the coaches get done first.
Right.
And good job. Mm-hmm. And they have to go to Stratford and find the theater.
That's right.
However, the coaches seem to be, what's the word?
Directionally
challenged. Yes. Yeah, confused.
Spending
lost.
time with the Navy or something? I don't know.
You think football players, because football involves, if you go in this direction, you make a good play. If you go the wrong direction, they score a touchdown.
It's a bad play.
Yeah. So you think football players would understand direction, but maybe not in the driving sense. Because you could see Kwame in the back going, oh. The map was wide open all over him. And Dylan's going, where are we going? I don't know.
Not a clue.
So they show up, they leave first, and they show up like fourth at the theater.
That's the roadblock is at Stratford, where they have to don one of the team members has to don an Elizabethan costume.
Yes.
And then do a sword fight, another choreography
task. It's slightly different.
A little different.
But it's still step, 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 steps.
It is. It's
repeat.
Do this, and die.
Yeah. That's three.
Phil's first
choreography tasks. Five legs.
5 legs. Phil's first attempt was like,
oh, it's like slow mo. It's like for a second there. Did they have the camera on slow mo?
It was so funny. Wait, they made a number of errors that I'm looking at, and I'm sure the judge is like, nah, I'm gonna give you a pass.
You're now a judge of choreography.
But I'm
partly.
You watch the way they're moving it, and then you see that they're making the same mistake as the last guy did, but this guy goes through.
Perfect sign. There's too much choreography in this season because you've become a choreography expert.
There you go.
That's not a good thing.
We'll discuss that after the video.
Yeah.
Yeah. My choreography expertise. Actually, it's more manipulation. Detour.
Pedal and
package.
Pedal and paddle. Package and pedal. Package.
Yeah. So pedal. Take a paddle boat out onto the lake. Pedal around to the emoji signs. Try not to knock all of them over. And gather your clues so that you can create this six-piece puzzle to form the next clue.
Pedal. It's a pedal. It's a rebus puzzle. You're a puzzle guy.
Yeah.
Would have been, and we can move our feet.
It would have been fairly quick and fairly easy to do. I'm not sure why some of these teams were like.
Dude, they're fun to watch.
They seem to be enjoying themselves.
Yeah. Even when they were messing up, and they got lucky at the end too.
They did.
Yeah. So
eventually, the other side of that detour, of course, is the package, where you have to go to a candy I forget the name of the place. Anyway,
whatever.
Go to a candy place, build 10 boxes of jellies and 10 boxes of chocolates, following the system that they have for all that. They do. They look very good.
They look good.
And there's no way I would have eaten. Yeah, I would have eaten half the jellies while I was packaging them.
Oh, the chocolate would have been mine. Well, they weren't sure if it was a pit stop or not.
Yeah.
So just find the Queen of the Square. So I was like, we found it. Oh, John's there.
Yeah.
And then when Taylor and Courtney, right? The Mounties, they get there first. John goes, "You are the first team to arrive." So we all know it's.
And tells them that they've won a trip
to Paris.
I believe it was Paris.
I was live tweeting about how I already knew the end of the thing was an extended leg and not.
There was not a team number one. It's you're the first team to arrive.
Yeah, I thought, they got a penalty.
Different.
Oh no, then
that's what I was thinking. Is did they miss something when he says you're the first team to arrive? It's like, wait a minute.
But that's also I think Amazing Race Canada. It was around the fifth leg. They always have an extended leg.
Mm-hmm. Usually somewhere in the middle.
That's it for us. See you next week, maybe.
Leg 4, leg 5, yeah.
Cheers.
We'll try for next week. Who knows?
Let's see what happens. I don't know.